Hey guys, what's up? Freak14 here, and today I'm going to be talking about the PlayStation 4, but I am not on my own channel, I am on Muerto Eskibar's channel.
Yes.
Alright, so me and Muerto Eskibar are here to talk about the PlayStation 4 today. As you know, it was unveiled at the
Sony.
PlayStation conference.
Yep. On
Yep.
February 20th.
Yep, on the 20th of February. So we're gonna highlight a couple of new features and we're gonna voice out our opinions on them. We're gonna see what's good, what's bad, whether Sony can continue making amazing consoles like they have been doing. So let's go right into it. That's not new feature is suspend and resume. Now everybody owns an iPhone, everybody owns an Android phone, everybody knows what multitasking is. You know, you get into one app and then you receive like a WhatsApp notification, you go into another app, that kind of thing. And guess what? It's in the PS4. It's called suspend and resume. You can pause game, you can do something else, and then you can instantly go back into your game. So everybody knows that whenever, like, let's say you're playing FIFA 13, you get a game invite or a request, like for example, a friend request, and then you can't accept it in the game. So you need to go out, quit the game, come back in. It's troublesome if you just want to play. So suspend and resume, like a multitasking button, is just there. So you can instantly go out and go back into your game. And also, there will be a share button, if I'm not wrong, on the PlayStation 4's controller.
Yes.
That will allow you to share gameplay footage on Ustream, and you can share, cool game moments, like you score an amazing goal in FIFA, you get an amazing kill streak in Call of Duty Battlefield. Um, these games, you want to share cool moments with your friends, you can do that now. You can share achievements and that kind of thing. So, what do you think, Shafiq, about this new suspend and resume?
I think the new suspend and resume feature is something we should have had a long time ago. So it's great that they're giving this to us right now.
Yeah,
Because
that's true. I mean, everybody wants, multitasking. Everybody wants a faster way to do things. In this world, nothing can be slow.
yeah, exactly. Because sometimes when you buy a new game and there's a new DLC for it, and you want to buy it while you're in game, you actually have to exit and go to the PlayStation Store, then come back to the game, which
Yes,
is
that's
really
true.
annoying.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, all right, Shafiq, you wanna give us what's going on with the next new feature?
Oh, the share button.
Oh, yeah, already covered that.
Oh, yeah. What I feel about the share button is that it could be a great thing for the PlayStation 4, or it could be just a huge annoyance. What I hope is first party developers don't jam it into games and keep forcing us to use the share button.
Yes, that's true. I mean, everybody knows that, like on games like Hitman Absolution, where you're playing the game normally, but the achievement is always on top. So you're always competing against your friends. It's very hard to just play and enjoy the game if you know that your friend, hey, your friend is about 5,000 points ahead of you. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, they keep
Yeah.
asking us, and for example, like if we're playing a medieval game. And like, my lord, you have acquired a new sword, and then a pop-up says, "Would you like to share it with your friends?"
Yeah, that's true. You share the most littlest things that nobody even cares about.
And you're in a medieval game and they're talking about Facebook and sharing.
Yeah, it may get pretty annoying. Depends on the game and how much of it they implement inside.
Yeah, it really take you out the it'll take you out the moment when you're playing.
That's true. That's true. All right, Shafiq, why don't you go ahead and talk to us about the hardware of the PlayStation 4?
Ah, yes, the hardware. The most interesting part about PlayStation 4. Now, instead of using their own in-house hardware, Sony plans to use PC components.
Oh,
And they're
okay.
gonna use the x86 architecture, as we all know, is used in most of our Intel Core PCs.
Yep.
So, what does this
86.
mean to us? It doesn't actually mean anything. We're still gonna play our games, but this
That's
is
true.
rather a improvement for the developers
Oh, okay.
because they're practically making games for the PC. Now that it uses PC architecture, it'll be easier for them.
That's right. That's right. So the only one that will still be having lots of problems developing will still be the Xbox then.
Yep. Because in the past generation, many people complained that the PlayStation 3 was so hard to develop for because they were using foreign technology,
That's true.
the
That's true.
cell
Yep.
processor. That's why Xbox was more. The Xbox was superior when it came to multi-platform games, like Call of Duty, for one example.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, this is a great thing for Sony actually.
I think that okay, everybody knows that Xbox came out, and then Sony came out the PS3 to combat the Xbox, and a lot of people say that they did like a shabby job with the PS3. I mean, definitely you will see certain lags here and there for the my most littlest of things that you do. You're
Indeed.
always disconnected from PSN and that kind of thing, and a lot of people say that hey, this doesn't happen on Xbox Live.
Yeah, the Xbox had a better online infrastructure than the PlayStation.
Yeah, but hopefully now with I mean as well as improving the hardware, I'm hoping that they fix the software inside it to push it all out because the hardware is only as good as the software inside it. Everybody
Yes,
knows that. So yeah,
need to have great games to make a console good.
yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, come on, it can't be like a very very good hardware and then there's no software to back it up. Like the
Yep.
PlayStation Store is not developed, the design is really shabby. Everybody knows, Sony is known for its clean, cool. The PS3 is very black, sleek.
Yeah, they should make the interface and the UI the same too.
So yeah. Okay, let's just go right into the next feature. We've got indie game support. Now this is very interesting. Sony tends to support indie developers in the next generation software system, the PS4. So this would be make it much easier for indie developers to make games for the PS4, since it has the PC architecture we talked about earlier, the x86 architecture.
Mhm.
So most indie developers are familiar with this architecture because I mean, indie games for PC they're everywhere. They're all kinds of games just made for the PC, and most indie developers are familiar, and they would just be more than happy to develop games for the PS4. Don't you think?
Yes, indeed. Now that it's made of PC architecture, they can make the game for the PC and just as easily port it to the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, definitely, it will take a load off the backs of developers, not only indie game developers, but generally game developers. They don't have to spend like twice as much time developing for the game, but still reaping the same amount of profit, if not more.
Because now that the PlayStation 4 uses PC architecture, the coding is practically the same. So, yeah, they save money and they save a lot of time. And it's also great that Sony supports the indie developers because Xbox has a lot of indie games. Like Minecraft is on the Xbox and it sold like 5 million copies. And we
Yeah,
have games
Minecraft.
like Dust and Elysian Tale and Fez, all those that we don't have on the PlayStation 3.
There we go. Yeah, that's right.
So this is actually a good thing for Sony.
Yep.
And what's weird is now Microsoft is sort of making it difficult for indie developers to make and sell games on Xbox Live Arcade. So Sony's sort
Aha.
of taking the opportunity to do so.
Yep. I mean, it's everybody knows it's a dog eat dog world. You gotta make your money. You gotta be the best in the market, and the only way you can do that is not finding the new audiences because it's not gonna be a new audience. Or it's gonna be the same audience looking for a change, and if you can bring that change to them, then bam, you've got yourself the money.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. All right, Shafiq, why don't you go ahead and tell us about first party titles? It's also
Yeah,
introduced.
Sony started off the conference strong by showcasing a few of their first party titles.
Okay.
Uh, they showed a few games like Knack, Killzone Shadowfall, Drive Club, and Infamous Second Son. They also showed a few other games and tech demos by Media Molecule, Square Enix, and if I'm not wrong, I can't remember the last one, but a few other game demos as well.
Okay.
And well, there was Watch Dogs. They
Oh,
showcased
Watch
Watch Dogs on the
Dogs.
PlayStation 4.
Yep. Watch
And
Dogs.
Blizzard, they
Yep.
yeah, Watch Dogs. And Blizzard came up and they telling us that they're gonna put Diablo 3 on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4.
Ah, okay. That's interesting.
Hmm.
I mean, it's really interesting because I mean, everybody knows Diablo 3 was a massive game. Like people didn't want to go to school, they were queuing up and everything, and it came out a while back for the PC.
Yep.
And the fact that now Sony's doing this for the PS3 and the PS4 it really shows that they are trying to grab as much of the market as much as their hands can get a hold on. And
Indeed.
this may be good for them. They may grab a lot, but in the end, they may grab off more than they can chew. If they don't have the servers, if they don't have the manpower to support this kind of new audiences they might be getting, then we just might see the downfall of Sony.
Yep, indeed. Because Diablo 3 had a terrible launch with all the Error 37s going on.
Ah, yes, 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 the dreaded Air 37.
But I think Blizzard, their news is a bit underwhelming because when they came on stage, they were saying, "Oh, we have a new title for the next generation PlayStation," and everyone thought it would be a new game made by Blizzard themselves, but it was just Diablo 3, an older game that we can play better on the PC.
Yeah, I mean, okay, everybody's gonna be looking forward to Diablo 3 again. It really depends if the game developer can release, like, I mean, if you take a look at Rockstar's conferences, they are amazing. Everybody looks forward. They can right now go on stage and re-release Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and still get a lot of applause.
I would.
Because I mean, it's just about how you present it and how you make it seem like, hey, you already have it for the PC, but now you need to get it for the PS3. It's all about what you present to these people, because they're not just gonna buy the same game they've already completed more than thrice maybe. Yeah, and
Yeah, when
yeah,
you put it that way, that's actually correct. I mean, what you said about Rockstar, if they actually came out and say, "Hey, we're gonna release a HD version of San Andreas," I would
yeah,
be happy myself.
yeah. I mean, it's amazing. Everybody knows that Rockstar did it. They put GTA San Andreas on the PlayStation Store for the PS3. But if they were to release a better graphically refined version of rights of the game for the PS4, if they were to release alongside Grand Theft Auto 5, they were to release GTA San Andreas in a better graphics, everybody's gonna buy it, because most people that played GTA San Andreas, they weren't even playing it for the graphics. The storyline is unbelievable.
And it was also
Phenomenal.
and it was also very fun to just run around and kill everyone.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that's what 90% of people do in the Grand Theft Auto game. Yeah. Okay. So last thing I want to talk about before we leave. Hold on just a minute. Okay. The new and improved interface that is hopefully going to be more interactive, because everybody knows that Sony has been very stagnant on their interfaces. Their GUI has been the same thing as long as I can remember. When I had a PSP, it was the same thing. I got my Xbox 360, I thought it would change. I bought a PS3, it was the same thing. I look at my friend's PS Vita, it's the same thing.
Mhm.
The interface looks exactly the same like when I had my PSP about maybe 5 to 6 years ago.
And yeah, the interface is really boring and kind of bare bones. The Xbox interface, if everyone has seen it, it's really lively. It's colorful and bright, and
Yeah, there's
there's a
people
lot of things to
jumping
do on the
around.
Xbox Live.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I think that the Microsoft really put in a lot of effort into their online gameplay achievements, kind of that part of the system. They really put in a lot of effort into it, and they really got it right.
Yeah,
They
it's true.
really did.
They
Yep.
really nailed it with Xbox Live.
Yep, yep, they really did. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have for you. This has been Bad Freak 14, and
And Escobar here.
yep. So yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next video. So right, thank you guys.
Thank
Please
you.
leave a comment and like this video if you want to see more.
And subscribe.
All right, bye.